Alright, back again with another pickups video. Don't have a ton of stuff this time, just a few things. I did a trade with another YouTuber and then I picked up a few items on my own. First off, there's a movie which I actually got like 3 months ago, but I just never showed it off in a video, and that is Ratchet and Clank. And as many of you know, I'm a huge fan of the Ratchet and Clank games. This movie though is... it's kind of just there. It's like, it's not really that good, it's not really bad, it's just eh. So yeah, I watched it once. I really have no desire to see it again, but there's that. And then a store in my area had some Gundam displays that they were getting rid of, and you know, they offered one to me, or they offered a bunch to me, but you know, I really don't have the room for it, so I just took like a really small one here. So I got this little guy here. I'm bad with like the mobile suits names, so I don't remember what this one is called, but it's still really cool, and I'm really happy to have that. Okay, and then onto the package. So a YouTuber by the name of BioPhoenix, which many of you guys know. I've mentioned him many times in the past. We actually did a collaboration a couple years ago for the Final Fantasy Strategy Guide video, or Final Fantasy IX Strategy Guide video, excuse me. And he contacted me on Facebook and asked me if I'd like to do a trade with him, and of course I accepted. I've actually wanted to send him stuff in the past, I just never got around to it. But yeah, so, you know, I found some stuff that he wanted, he found some stuff that I wanted, and we did our trade. And that package just came in yesterday, and he sent me, for starters, he sent me a couple PlayStation games. First one is the PlayStation Underground Jam Pack Winter 2000. And I really love these things. I'm going for a complete like demo and jam pack set in addition to the PlayStation 1. I actually don't know how many of these there are, but this is my third one now, and these are really cool because, you know, in addition to the demos, they have like, sometimes they'll have import games, they'll have behind the scenes stuff, cheat codes, you know, like tips and tricks and stuff like that. So yeah, that's really cool. And then he sent me this one, which I played briefly back in the day. Didn't get a ton of time with it, but it's I really love the second game, and I really wanted to get this one eventually, and I never see it in any stores anywhere. And that is Tecmo's Deception. And I popped this in for a little bit. It is quite different than the rest of the games in the series because it's, you know, in first-person view, and there's kind of RPG elements, and the trap system works a little bit differently. But it is really awesome, and I'm looking forward to sticking some more time into that one. And also he sent me a couple of Vita games, and these both work on the PlayStation TV, which is awesome because I don't have a traditional Vita, I just have the Vita TV. First game is Mine Zero. From what I understand, it's very Persona-ish. It's like, I popped it in for like an hour or so this morning, and I can definitely see an influence there with you know, the way the characters are, the way the storyline plays out, and some of the game's mechanics. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm looking forward to checking that out some more. And then this one, this is a really awesome game from what I've played of it. Looks great. And that is Deception 4 Blood Ties. And I still find it hard to believe that after all these years they finally came out with, you know, a sequel to the Deception series, because the last one was Trapped on the PS2, which that was actually the fourth game. This is actually Deception 5 if you want to be technical about it. But yeah, I played through the like the tutorial section at the beginning of the game, and really freaking awesome. I love that you can have like 5 traps you know, set up in a row, and it's really easy to use. They don't map them to different buttons like they do in past games. They're all just mapped to the X button, and you can use the D-pad to select which one you want, which I think works really well. Yeah, story's really interesting so far. I like the mechanics, and nothing bad to say about this one at all, so there's that. And I forgot to mention this before, but I will link BioPhoenix down in the description. I will also put a card up here So, you know, you guys can pause the video and click on the card and be taken to his channel. So please check him out, because I want to say he's getting close to 1,000 subs. Maybe he's at like 900. But yeah, he could definitely use some more subs. So please go check him out. And thank you very much for that. Okay, and then I just have 2 more games here. They're both import games. The first one, I was doing some shopping for the Wonder Swan, and I really didn't have anything particular in mind, and I was like, hey, wait a minute, I wonder if they have any Shanghai games for it. And sure enough, they have one, just one. So I, went and found listings for it. It was dirt cheap, so I didn't even look up reviews or anything to find out if it was good or not. And that is Shanghai Pocket. And turns out this is a fantastic version of Shanghai. I might even like it better than the one on the Neo Geo Pocket Color. What's great about this is it has like 4 different play modes. Of course, at least one of those is multiplayer. But then it has, 3 different difficulty settings. And if you play it on easy, you can actually turn the timer off. And then in addition to that, if you're not comfortable with the Chinese characters that they use for the tiles, you can actually switch them to more westernized looking tiles. And you can actually do that with, I think there's 6 sets of tiles. So like you can do like, if you wanted, you could do like 1, 3, and 4. Have those like westernized and then keep the rest traditional. So it's really flexible. Really fun. I played through this already, and it's still fun to just go through and replay it again. So that was a great addition to the collection. And finally, this one is one that I saw on Happy Console Gamer's channel a long time ago, like 6-7 years ago, and it's one that we never got in the States here, but like I saw it, it was like, ooh, I need that, because that looks cool. And it was Grandia Digital Museum, and I played about an hour of this so far, which it's like most of the other games. And what's interesting about this is, with a lot of side games or direct sequels, they start you off at level 1 and you basically start from scratch again. But in this game, you actually start at level 25, and from what I can tell, it looks like you have all your skills and all your magic that you would have at the end of the original Grandia. So that is really cool, and it's got the same great battle system. It did seem to be a little bit tougher, because I know the original Grandia is really easy. I actually made it to the first boss in here, and he wiped me out. Like, he knocked out one of my characters, and I couldn't revive them, because like the boss would hit me with an attack, and then my characters would be staggered for a little bit, and by the time they came to, his next attack would be ready to go, and it just after like 5 of those, like, my party was wiped out. I probably just needed to level up a little bit, and then I could have prevented that. But yeah, really cool game. I threw up some gameplay footage of it a couple days ago, so if you want to see a little bit more of this game in action besides what I'm going to put in the video here, definitely give that video a look. It's really cool. Really happy to add that to my collection, and yeah, that'll do it. So I want to thank you guys very much for watching. Thanks again to BioPhoenix. Please go check out his channel, and I'll see you next time.